Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Cassie and I am a regional flight attendant. I've been flying now. I graduated September 12th, so it's been over 3 months that I've been flying, and I'm finally starting to feel comfortable and I'm more confident in my everyday job duties. So I thought I would share a video to help anybody out there who is maybe in training and is a little nervous about after they graduate for when they start flying. Yeah, I just have some tips and tricks that I have found that have really helped me throughout this journey, because it has been a very big life-altering journey for me. I've been working with children ever since I graduated college. Had a couple jobs that weren't working with children, like when I was in the military, but yeah, this is a big difference than any other job that I've worked at. So I've come up with some things that has helped me throughout the process to get more acclimated and feel more confident, and yeah, just have a better, easier time at adjusting. So hopefully this helps you in some way. So tip number one is to carry a little pouch, or like maybe a small makeup bag, a small purse. Like I use this. This was given to us by our airlines to put our Sky Pro in, but I also use it as a storage for tons of stuff. So I will show you the items that I have in there. Okay, so this is the pouch that our Sky Pro came in. Oh, I need to cut that string off. But I just attached this hand sanitizer to it, although I've noticed that up in the air it can leak and explode. Not explode, but the pressurization really can make this come out too fast when you open it. So I'm going to try to find some foam hand sanitizer to replace this, but let me show you what I keep inside of here. Okay, so here is all the stuff that I keep in that tiny little pouch. But we'll start over here. I keep these little lens wipes for my Sky Pro and for also my regular phone. A band-aid, a nail file, which I don't need anymore because I've got fake nails now. It's so much easier. Cuticle oil, because my hands get so dry up in the plane. And one of the flight attendants that I work with gave me this. This helps open the alcohol bottles. This is a lifesaver. The Woodford Reserve I could never open, so these are amazing little grippers. I keep extra lip gloss. This is our thing we use to charge the credit cards for drinks. I keep mints and also this ginger candy. If I feel myself feeling a little nauseous, or even just if I'm tired and need a little pick-me-up, I'll eat one of these if I'm sitting in the jump seat or something. And breast strips, I try to always put a couple of these in before I do service. That way my breath isn't stinking asking them what they want to drink. And this is a mirror that I use if I'm sitting in my jump seat, just to make sure that I don't have anything in my teeth and that I look presentable. Some lotion, and this is from hotel room, so I just switch it up whenever I run out of it. Some perfume, and this right here is a game changer. If you have not heard of this tip before, use clear mascara for your flyaways, because hairspray, can't use that on a plane because the aerosol will make the fire alarm go off. So this will keep your flyaways down, and it works incredibly. And then some extra pens. I have some of this paper for when I do first class drink orders. I still keep this, my SOE cards. You could tell my hand sanitizer spilled out on it, but I don't have to use these anymore because I remember, but I keep it in there just in case I have a brain fart. And then these are like little pre-moistened towelettes that I use to keep my hands clean before service, and even if I'm like sitting in the jump seat. Let me tell you, you will not believe the amount of people, adults, who cough without like coughing in their elbow, and who the amount of sick people on planes is crazy. It's kind of silly the amount of hand sanitizer I use and the amount of times that I've used these on the plane, because people are always coughing and sneezing, and they usually don't even cover their mouths. So I make sure I'm constantly keeping the germs off of me as much as I can. That's everything that I keep in my pouch. Okay, so another tip that I have for you, tip 2, is when you're feeling nervous, or if your heart is pounding, or you're getting anxiety over a situation, or you're just afraid, I found that something that helps me so much is to take deep breaths and to smile. And even to think the word smile in your head. If you just think of the word smile, it makes you want to smile. So taking deep breaths and smiling, and even to think of a mantra in your head. It sounds kind of corny, but when I first started and I was kind of nervous all the time and didn't feel very confident, I would have a mantra that I would say to myself: I'm calm, I'm confident, and I can do this. So I would say that over in my head, like whenever I was getting some anxiety. So that really helped too. Okay, so this is kind of a given, but make sure that you always, well, this is for the ladies out there, make sure you always pack extra pantyhose. I even pack, I'm going to take this bracelet off. These bracelets are loud. I even packed, or always have packed, an extra watch, and I have like duplicates that stay in my luggage. That way I know that I will never not have a razor or face wash, or anything that I need is always packed in my suitcase extra. I do need to buy an extra scarf, because I'm kind of scared that I'm going to end up losing mine one day, or misplacing it, or forgetting it. So I do need to buy an extra scarf. That's something on my to buy list. But always make sure you have extras of essential items. I even pack an extra uniform in my luggage, because you never know what could happen. You could rip it, or just some puke could get on it. You never know. So always make sure you have extras of important items. Okay, so another tip that I have for you guys, when I very first completed my OE, my operational experience, when I was in the hotel room, before going on a flight, I would sit in a chair in the hotel room and like go over the sequence of events in my head, and just like visualize myself going through each action that I needed to take. And I would do it a couple times to where I felt more confident for when I got on the plane. And let me tell you, that worked wonders, because the times that I would have to work first class, or be up in the front, you have a little more responsibility and duties. So I would especially go over the sequence of events a couple times in my head and visualize myself doing each step. And that way, when I got on the airplane, I was like, yeah, I can do this. I've already done it in my head several times, so I got this. Another tip I have for you is to drink lots of water, and to stay away from the unhealthy snacks and drinks that are on the plane. You don't want to drink anything that's too fizzy, because it can cause bloating and discomfort. I learned that the hard way. My first couple flights, I was like, sure, I'll have some Diet Coke. And yeah, I learned the hard way that it just makes you super bloated throughout the day. Yeah, so drink lots of water. And if you are going to have snacks, try to stick to the healthier snacks. That way you don't have like a sugar high and then crash later and you're miserable. I have found that you have to be careful of what you eat right before flying, because a lot of the foods can cause bloating too. The fizzy drinks do for sure, but like broccoli and, how do you say that word? Cruciferous? Did I pronounce that correctly? Those kind of vegetables like cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, they can all cause bloatings. Beans, like, yeah, make sure that you are aware of what you're eating before flying, because there's nothing worse than being uncomfortable while you're up in the air and you're super bloated. And yeah, so be very aware of what you're putting in your body before flying. Another tip I have for you is to get to know your crew members that you're working with. Every single person that I've worked with, I have just loved learning about them and like who they are as a person and just asking them questions about themselves. Yeah, I just think it's really important that if you're gonna be in this job, it's fun to get to know who you're working with, and of course, you know, be kind, and well, that's a given. But and even the captain and the first officers, you know, don't be shy. Just open up and ask them random questions like, do they have kids? Where do they live? Or not where do they live, but where are they based out of? And things like that. And it'll make your time working with them a lot more fun, and you'll appreciate each other more. Another thing with working with someone different each time you fly, pretty much, I haven't worked with the same person twice. Listen to the advice that they give you, but just know that if that's not the way that works best, like if they tell you to do something a certain way, take their advice and maybe try it out, and then, you know, if it doesn't work for you, you don't have to use it. But I always find it helpful to listen to their advice, because a lot of the people I've worked with have been flight attendants for over like 10 years, so they know what they're talking about. Okay, so I guess the last tip that I have for you, which is pretty much a given, is to just stay healthy, to get lots of rest, to get lots of exercise, and to drink lots of water, eat healthy foods, to have a positive mindset, and that makes all the difference in the world. Like when I feel my thoughts are going to negative places, like maybe I've been in the hotel for too long and I'm missing my family, I usually get a good workout in, eat a healthy meal, and think happy thoughts and think how I'm fulfilling my lifelong dream of becoming a flight attendant. You know, my kids, I'm a role model for my kids. You know, I think happy thoughts when I feel myself going to negative places. So having a positive mindset in this job is very valuable. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys gained some knowledge from it. If you did, please like this video and comment down below if you have anything to add that would be helpful for new flight attendants coming out of training. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!